So the finale of RuPaul's Drag Race Season 18 just happened, and I want to talk about it. But first of all, hi, my name's Azealia, and I'm a silly drag queen with a lot to say about this. Starting off by mentioning our top 3 queens, Darlene Mitchell, Nene Coco, and Mikey Meeks. I personally like all 3, but Nene and Mikey stand out to me slightly more than Darlene. I do like Darlene, but I just feel like she isn't my winner. Overall, these 3 have shown us a lot, from the talent show, to the Rusical, and the roast. They've all had their highs and their lows, so going into this I did really think it could be anyone's game. Another thing I think we have to talk about is the outfits of the returning queens, and I do have a lot of opinions about this. To make it easy, I am just going to toot and boot every single look. With Didi Fuego, it is a light toot. I do like it, I just need something more with it. With Mandy Mango, again, another light toot. It just is very Mandy Mango, if you get what I'm trying to say. Then to Briar Blush, I love this for her, it's a huge toot from me. And again, huge toot again for Sierra Mist. I love Sierra Mist so much. Then on to Vita, again, it is a light toot for her. Mia Star, it also is a toot. Athena Dion, toot. Personally, I do think this is the best she has looked all season. Kenya is a boot. I love Kenya, but this outfit for me personally has too much going on. I see the vision, I like the vision, but it is a boot. Discord, it is unfortunately a boot. I know why she did the whole safety pin thing, but for me, it is a no. And then onto Jane Doan, which it is a huge toot. I do love this. And then onto Juicy, finally, it is unfortunately a boot. I like the idea, I just wish there was something more to it. But now onto the top 3 queens, Darlene Mitchell. This is very Darlene Mitchell. The only thing I would change about this is the wig color, possibly to a blonde, because I don't think the green goes that well with it, but I understand why she did it. Then onto Mikey Meeks. This is stunning. I love her in this gold shimmery color, and that wig I am obsessed with. Now onto Nene. Nene, this was an interesting choice to say the least. I love the top half of it. I think it's gorgeous. The only issue I have is the bottom half. Like, the skirt just isn't it for me. Like, it looks like she just jumped out of a parachute and it failed. But the whole vibe of it, I get it. It's very Nene, but I wish she stuck to one or the other than mixing both. Now I want to talk about their actual numbers when it came to the finale. Starting off with Darlene Mitchell. Darlene's number was, again, very Darlene, very country, very camp. But for me, I don't think it was winner worthy. I enjoyed it, but it just didn't feel like that was who was going to win in that moment. But again, it's very Darlene and she's having fun with it, which is the main thing with it. But wasn't for me, but good for her. Then onto Mikey Meeks. This number had me laughing. I loved how silly it was. I loved how good she looked. And my goodness, her voice. I thought it was amazing. Like, I have no notes for Mikey. She ate with this one. And then finally, Nene Coco. And I have one word to sum up how I felt about this, and that is obsessed. But from the second that song started, she had me in the palm of her hand. She looked fabulous. The dancers were great. The choreography was amazing. The reveals, every little thing she did was amazing. From their numbers alone, I thought Nene should have won. Hands down, that was breathtaking. Overall, everyone's number was good, but like I said before, Mikey and Nene always stand out to me, and they definitely showed why. Now on to Miss Congeniality. Originally, I thought this could be one of a few people, such as Jane Doan, Discord, or Kenya Pleaser, since they've always been the fan favourites, and Jane's been doing amazingly well. Like, when Jane got eliminated, I was very shocked, and I disagree with that decision to this day. I do think Jane Doan should have been in that final, and I will die on that hill. But again, for some reason, I thought Discord would have got it, just for the whole joke of her walk and how people saw her and, like, adored her. So I definitely thought she was gonna get that for sure. But then it came down to the minute to reveal who was Miss Congeniality for this season, and of course, it was the one and only Jane Doan. I am so glad Jane got her flowers that she deserved, because like I said, I do believe she should have been in that final. She was one of my favourites throughout the whole entire series, and I think she genuinely could have won, but I'm glad she got recognised. And since Jane Doan did get recognised as Miss Congeniality, that means we will be seeing her next season on the finale, so I'm looking very forward to see what she looks like and what she's going to be up to in the next year. Also to mention with the whole Miss Congeniality thing, Crystal Envy looked amazing. Again, last season I was shocked that she was our Miss Congeniality, but again, I wasn't mad about it either. So to see her, it was nice, and I loved her outfit. She looked gorgeous. Also, our guest judge for this episode was the one and only Miley Cyrus. Now, I was not expecting it to be Miley Cyrus, just for the fact I haven't heard from her in a while. She is recognized as a gay icon in the LGBTQ community, so it was nice to see that she was there, and she is a big fan of the show, which again, I did not know about until RuPaul actually said it. But being brutally honest, I did think we were going to get someone slightly more bigger than Miley Cyrus, just for the fact last season we had the one and only Liza Minnelli. So last season definitely did put my expectations very high because we all know and love Miss Liza Minnelli. We'll never get over that. To this day, I'm still gagged that she was there. But back to Miley Cyrus, it was nice to see her there. She was a good guest judge and she looked gorgeous. I do love her outfit, so it was really nice to see that. Now onto the moment where RuPaul made 3 become 2 for the final lip sync. Now, while watching this, I genuinely did believe deep in my heart and my soul that the finalists would be Darlene Mitchell and Mikey Meeks. I just felt like Darlene was definitely going to be in the final 2 lip sync, especially since the judges loved her throughout the season, so I definitely thought she was for sure a confirmed finalist. Well, confirmed top 2 at least. I always did believe that Mikey was going to be in the top 2 since her track record was amazing. I just knew her number was great. So I just always had the feeling that she would be always in the top 2. But when it came to Nene Coco, I wasn't too sure if she was going to be top 2 or not. Deep down, obviously, I would have loved her to have been. But based on how the judges have seen her before, they either love her or hate her sometimes, I was not sure at all how she would place. But then the moment came along where RuPaul was going to announce who the top 2 were, and the first name she said was Nene Coco. I was extremely shocked that she decided to go with Nene. I was for sure certain that they were definitely not going to keep her in, but I was so glad to see that she was kept in because I'm a big Nene Coco fan, but again, it definitely shocked me. Now, this meant she had one more name to pick. It was either between Mikey Meeks or Darlene Mitchell, and I thought those 2 were for sure going to be the top 2, so I had no idea which way this was going to go, but I obviously was leaning towards more Mikey because of her track record, but again, I still thought Darlene could have been picked because the judges love her. But then, RuPaul announces that Mikey Meeks is the other person who will be in the top 2. Now, this was my dream outcome for the top 2. And this meant that Darlene Mitchell placed 3rd overall, but I do believe that Darlene will be coming back at some point. I think she would be good on All Stars, but I also think she'd be good on a Versus the World season, so I do think she will be coming back someday. And now it was time for the final lip sync, which of course was a Miley Cyrus song. And I don't know why, but that did shock me. I was expecting, some Lady Gaga or something because, again, it is RuPaul's Drag Race. But it was still nice to see that Miley got to be a guest judge and have the final lip sync as her own song. Now, when it came to the lip sync, I thought both of the queens were doing amazingly. But one did capture my eye the most, which was Mikey Meeks, and I really thought that she had it in the bag. But Nene Coco did a little puppet reveal on stage, and that was sickening, and that really made me feel like they might pick her just for that. Throughout the lip sync, Mikey had my eye the most, but Nene was doing good as well, so I wasn't sure who was going to be the final winner, but I definitely was leaning towards Mikey. Another outcome of this season, which I would not be angry at, was going to be a double crowning. I don't know why while watching this lip sync I was thinking that that could be a possibility. It was something that was on my mind. But overall, it was a great final lip sync to end the season on. They both looked stunning, can I just say. Mikey and her suit moment was beautiful, and of course, Nene's outfit was very Nene with the whole devil theme. It was amazing. So for the top 2 queens, it was a great night for them, regardless of the outcome. Then the moment arrived where RuPaul was going to crown the winner of RuPaul's Drag Race Season 18. And of course the winner was none other than Mikey Meeks. I felt like this was a well-deserved win. She's had a great track record throughout the whole thing. Her outfits have been amazing and she performed great on the finale. She definitely was a frontrunner throughout the whole series and I'm so glad she got to win because it was well-deserved through everything she had done. And this meant Anya Nerve was no longer our reigning queen and it now was given to Mikey Meeks. Now, Anya Nerve, I have not heard of her in a while, quite literally since the last finale, so it was nice to see her again after a whole year of basically silence. But overall, I thought this was a great finale for everybody involved with the entire season. I think the win was so deserved for Mikey, and she's done amazing things, and I'm very excited to see what she will do with this next year. And that concludes season 18 of RuPaul's Drag Race, meaning we have to look out for the next season of All Stars, which has been announced and I am very excited for. But that is my rant of season 18 over. Like I said before, my name is Azealia and you can find all my socials on screen right now. I'll probably be making some more little Drag Race related videos, but for now, that is all I have to say.